something within you that is much stronger than that. And that's what I believe. I believe that we have the strength within us to overcome whatever challenges we may be faced with out in the world. So the next day I thought, I'm going to try my theory out. I'm going to see if what I've got within me is stronger than what I'm getting ready to face, a leg amputation. Well, the next day they put me on the operating room table and I was wide awake. I did not even have an aspirin in me. All they did was they numbed me below the waist, and then while I was talking to the doctor, they fired up the saw and they amputated my right leg below the knee. And that was when I realized that no matter how scary it may seem out there, no matter how afraid you may be, no matter how big that challenge may be, you have what it takes within you to overcome it. Well, as I got my new leg, and I had to learn to walk on an artificial leg, and that was, that was kind of difficult to do because every time I took a step, I would fall on the ground screaming in pain. It hurt so bad. But remember, there's a Chinese proverb that says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. That's right. So I just kept taking one step after another, and until eventually I learned to walk again. I went on back to school. I got my degree in college, and then I went to graduate school where I became a psychotherapist. And I was a psychotherapist in Southern California, where if you ever go to the States, to California, they need a lot of psychotherapists down there. Yeah. So I ended up working as a psychotherapist, and then I had an opportunity to go and try and climb the highest elevations of all 50 states. And that's what I want to show you some pictures of today. So, would you like to go do a little mountain climbing in Bahrain today? Yes? All right, well, let's go do it. So the idea behind the climb was I was going to try and climb to the highest elevations of all 50 states. That is something that only 32 people in the world had ever accomplished before. So I was going to go to the highest point of Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri. All 50 states have their highest point. It's like the highest point of Bahrain is right over here. You can see it off the highway. So I was going to go to the highest point of each state. I had to drive over 24,000 miles. That's more than around the world. I could only fly to two states. One was Alaska and the other Hawaii. And here's the leg that I wore. Had a little shock absorber on it, and I had the sole of a boot on it because I didn't have to worry about my feet getting cold or anything. So I had to keep it really, really lightweight. Now, since this time, I invented a new artificial leg. And they created it, and it's being sold around the world. I want to encourage you. There's even a program here at this conference about creativity. I want to encourage you to be creative because the future is determined by your creativity. You're going to be creating new ways of doing business, new ways of doing science. You're going to be creating the future of art. But your creativity lies within you. You're going to see a problem, like I saw a problem with artificial legs, and I fixed it. You're going to see a problem in things that you do in your life. Now, are you going to wait for somebody else to fix it, or are you going to do something to help change the world, and you're going to come up with a solution? Because, see, if you don't come up with a solution, maybe nobody will. So be very proactive and try and be creative with coming up with new solutions to the problems that we face in this world. And the people in this room, you are the ones that we have to count on to do that. Sometimes the trails were pretty well marked. Sometimes they weren't. This is actually the highest point of Delaware. It's in the middle of a street. You might laugh, but it was a very busy street, okay? We saw lots of animals. You recognize this one? There's a moose. Now, this happened to be a friendly snake, but I figured if he was going to bite me in the leg, he would have been in for a bigger surprise than I would have. Sometimes they weren't as friendly. This is actually a poisonous rattlesnake. Whoa. That went fast. Here's a bear. Now, this happened to be a baby bear, which means who's nearby? Mama bear, that's right. So we got out there as quickly as possible. Some wild horses. I could go up and feed these horses. Now, the one animal is a mountain climber you don't want to run across. I was hiking in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and I came around the corner on the trail, and there it was, sitting right on the edge of the trail. And that was the North American rock lizard. Yeah, it's a painted rock, okay? Let's go. So as I climbed a lot of these mountains, you know, sometimes I would run across people, and sometimes I'd run across little children. And we would talk about what it's like to have a challenge and to overcome a challenge. And they would always say, you know, one of the most important things to do is, you know, everybody in this world is different. It's to be nice. It's to be kind to others. To be loving toward others. And that is really the most powerful thing that you can do for anyone in this world. Because everybody wants to feel love and to be able to express love. And if you can do that, then everything else and how you decide to do it in your career, how you decide to do it, you know, within your family life and within your community, those are all details. But what's most important is that you remember to always express love. Well, after we had a talk about that, they asked me to climb down with them. I said, sure. They'd gone kind of a different route than I did. It was steeper. So as they're climbing down, the school teacher fell. So I had to climb down to her, and I had to pick this rock up off her leg, and then have to pick her up, and we had to put her on our shoulders, and we carried her the rest of the way down the cliff because she shattered her ankle. This is Guadalupe Peak, the highest point of Texas. This is where it actually got almost 50 degrees Celsius when we were climbing. It was extremely hot. And the one thing about extreme western Texas is they have a lot of beautiful open range. I got a picture of some of it for you. This is the highest point of Kansas. Not very high. It actually has a skull of an antelope at the top of that stick. It has a sunflower made out of railroad spikes. It also has a little plaque that tells you about something that's very important that happened in Kansas in 1897. Here's a picture of it. Not a lot going on out there. Now that was the eastern states. Now we're moving to the western United States where the mountains are much higher. I have to really watch out for snow and rock avalanches. As you get higher up the altitude, the less oxygen you have. So I had to be real careful that I would not get pulmonary or cerebral edema, which can become very dangerous if not deadly. Here I'm hiking into the highest point of Montana. I have a grizzly bear that's not too far away from me. Fortunately, he moved on. And then I went and started up these mountains that you see right here. And as I'm hiking up, I literally stopped in my trail. And I stepped off of it, I took my backpack off and set it down and said, why am I doing all this climbing? Nobody's ever going to care. And you may feel that way about the work that you're doing, the studying that you're doing. Why am I having to do all this studying? Why am I having to try and work, help people, and do all these good things? Nobody's ever going to care. But that's not the truth. The truth is that each and every one of you has a passion within you. You have a purpose within you. And it is so important for you to find that purpose and to live that passion. And I know that when I was going up this trail, I stopped and thought, nobody cares. Nobody really cares what I'm doing. I could get killed 1,001 different ways. I could have a bear maul me to death. I could fall off a cliff. I could have a rock avalanche come down on top of me. I could get buried in snow. Whatever it could be. I could get hit by lightning. Nobody's ever going to care. But then I remembered why I started on this. Why did I start on this journey? It was because I wanted to inspire and encourage other people that whatever challenges they could have, they could overcome them. So when I remembered that, I stepped back on the trail and I kept going. And then a few hours later, somebody yelled, "Hey, Todd!" when I got up here on a froze-to-death plateau. And he came over and he said, "You're the guy that has the one leg climbing all those mountains." He goes, "If you succeed, give me a call." And he gave me his card because I think they should write a book about it. Well, remember how I said I stepped off the trail and I wanted to just give up because I didn't think anybody would ever care? Well, I ended up calling that guy that I met a few hours after that. And because of him, they ended up writing a book about my life. They ended up, because of the book, putting me on television, on national and international TV, to where literally tens of millions of people could see the story. And not only that, but now they've just finished writing the movie. So before, here in the next year or two, hopefully, you will be able to go down and watch the movie at your theater on the story that you're hearing about today. So don't ever, ever give up. Don't quit on your passion. Because there's a reason, there's a purpose that each and every one of you has. And that purpose is different for each and every one of you. Don't try and be somebody else. You have to be you. You can never be perfect or good at being someone else. You can, however, be the very best you, and only you can do that. So I started going up the Granite Peak, the highest point in Montana. Give you an idea how big these rocks really are. See if you can spot the two climbers. You see them? The upper arrow is my climbing partner. The lower arrow is me. I literally had to go up wall after wall like this to be able to get to the top of this mountain. Here I am with a couple of thousand feet below me, no rope. And here I am about 13,000 feet up. Again, no rope. Because ropes were heavy, so I didn't want to have to carry them. Now also, you may disagree with me about this, but I'm going to tell you that there is no such thing as fear. Fear does not exist. Fear is not real. And let me give you an example. When I'm standing on a cliff and I'm looking down thousands of feet of air below me, I might be saying, "Wow, this is amazing." Where the person right next to me, they're looking down and they're literally going to the bathroom in their pants. They're scared. But see, even though I don't have fear and they do have fear, the danger is the same. If my rope breaks, I go splat. Because see, fear, if everyone in this room, if we were all standing on that cliff together, every one of you would experience a different state of fear. That's because you create fear in your own mind, even though the danger is the same. And you have to learn to overcome fear. And you have to learn to realize that fear is nothing more than maybe getting your attention that there might be some danger, and that's it. Your job is to eliminate or minimize the danger that you face, whether it be in the business world or whether you're doing something else. But you have to overcome fear before you can ever see clearly the danger. Fear is like a shadow. It's a darkness. And you have to put the light in there. Put the light of your mind in there. Look at it and say, I have nothing to fear. Nothing. And if you are experiencing fear, face it. Do not be afraid of it. Look at it and overcome it. And when you do, then you'll be able to see clearly and you'll know what you need to do. But do not let fear guide your actions, because when you let fear guide your actions, you will find yourself being angry. You will find yourself getting depressed. You will find yourself being anxious. You will find yourself being jealous. You will find yourself being weak. And that is not who you are. Each and every one of you is an amazing and strong and great individual. Do not let fear rob you of who you are. Here I've hiked into the highest point of Wyoming. I have waterfalls coming down all around me. It's absolutely beautiful. This area, if I could show you. Anyway, there, I'm going to have to point it. This area right up here, it's really narrow and it's very deep. And as I'm climbing up there, an avalanche had gotten somebody. They only found a ski glove and a ski pole. So as I'm hiking up, I'm waiting for this dead guy to pop up and say hi. Fortunately, we didn't meet, and I went up and over, and that's me in the red for the highest point of Wyoming. Now, you know, there are several ways to get down a mountain. You can hike down, you can use your rope, rappel down, and sometimes what we do is we take a couple of steps and we slide on our rear end down the mountain. And this is called glissading. So what I do is I take my ice axe right here and I start steering my way down the mountain. And then when I'm ready to stop, I take this edge right here, stick it in the side of the mountain, lay down on top of it, and I stop. Very good. No fear. I like that. All right, so if you're ever wondering if I ever fell, look at this climbing axe. Does it look like I have ever fallen before? Does it look like I've fallen? Yes. I have fallen many, many times. But the mark of a true winner is not whether or not you fall. The mark of a true winner is that when you fall, you get back up. And you don't get back up just one time, 2 times, or 197 times. You get back up every single time. Because the only time that you're ever going to lose is that one time. That one time you decide not to get back up. Remember, you always have everything it takes to overcome whatever challenge this world is going to face you with. You are the ones that are going to change the world. Right? Are you going to change the world? Are you going to make it better? What are you going to do if you fall? Are you going to get back up? Yes? Every time? Yes, absolutely. There's somebody that's learned it. Good. This is Mount Rainier. It's actually a volcano. I have lots of crevasses I have to go across that are big cracks in the snow and ice. I could fall down in one of those and disappear forever. All right, I want to wrap this up here pretty quick. This is the highest point in the lower 48 states. I climbed it during the day. I laid my sleeping bag on the highest rock I could find and slept higher than anybody else in the United States that night. Now, the last mountain I want to show you is in Alaska, Mount McKinley. It is a monster of a mountain. It's over 20,000 feet high. We had to take an airplane in. I had the current world record holder with me. We landed the airplane, and it's not uncommon when you land the airplane for it to flip upside down. So you have to flip the plane back over so you can crawl out. We have snow walls around our tents, keep the 100-mile-an-hour winds from blowing our tent away. We have goose-down sleeping bags, goose-down jackets to try and stay warm. It is so cold that when you breathe at night, the oxygen and water rise up to the top of your tent. The water vapor from your breath freezes and it snows back down on top of you. So it's actually snowing inside your tent. There's a snow cave where I could sleep and eat and cook. Now I'm getting above the clouds. I have to watch for the avalanches that could fall down on top of me. Sometimes I would climb all night long. This picture was taken at 3 o'clock at night. And now I'm getting closer to the top. And here we are toward the top of Mount McKinley, the highest mountain in North America. Now, I was pretty scared at this point. I had 2 body bags drug in front of me. One was a frozen climber. They found him hanging upside down on his rope. The other one, they found him with the radio next to his head, like he was sitting on a rock, and he was frozen to death. And both of them were hired by the Park Service to teach safe climbing techniques. So as I was climbing up this mountain, I was taking 3 breaths just to take 1 step. The oxygen was so thin. So I take a step, I breathe 3 times, and then maybe I get another step or 2. My heart is beating at 180 beats per minute for the last couple of days until eventually I kept taking 1 step after another until I hit the top of North America at 20,320 feet on a very rare and beautiful clear day. Now, the idea behind this climb was I was trying to climb to the highest elevation of all 50 states, something that only 32 people had ever done before, and they all had 2 legs. I only had 1 leg. No leg amputee had never even been stupid enough to try this, okay? So I did become the first leg amputee to climb to the highest elevations of all 50 states. Also, the world record for doing it was 101 days, set by a 2-legged mountain climber. Instead of doing it in 101 days, I did it in 66 days, 22 hours, and 47 minutes. Thank you. And became the first and only disabled person in the world to hold and break an able-bodied world record in a sport. So what I want to encourage you is this. We all have our challenges in life. We all have excuses that we can make to why we cannot live to our potential and the greatness that is within us. Whenever you have a challenge, do not look at that challenge and think, oh, this is going to hold me down. It's going to hold me back. I didn't grow up rich enough. I didn't I wasn't strong enough. I'm not smart enough. Don't let any excuses, no excuses for being the very best that you can be. Each and every one of you is great. Every one of you. There is not a one of you that is anything less than absolutely awesome and amazing, and be that person that you are. And with that, God bless, and I will see you at the top. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I know that we have little time, so are there any questions? I think I can take questions right now. Is that correct? If you're going to say them, they got to be loud. Anybody? Amir?
Any questions? Anyone?
Everyone here?
Okay, please.
Okay, the question is, what type of training did I have to do for this? I didn't know anything about mountain climbing. So here's the deal. A lot of people think they have to prepare, and then they never do accomplish anything. They never do anything. The point is that you don't just prepare yourself. You don't just train forever. You have to go out there and do it. And what I did was I had to learn how to run again. I didn't know, I couldn't run after 16 years. Every time I take, like 10 steps, I would have to stop because my legs were like noodles. They didn't know how to run. But I didn't give up. And within 3 months, I was up to running 16 miles or 12 miles without having to stop. So, you don't give up on yourself. And whatever it is your passion is, learn everything you can about it. If your passion is to be a speaker, learn everything about speaking. If your passion is to be a doctor, learn everything about that. If your passion is to be a diplomat, learn everything about it. But don't just learn about it, be out there and do it. So anyway, that would be my answer. So just work hard and don't give up, because it can be very, very frustrating when you're learning how to take that first step. Anyway.
Thank you. That's a good one.
Anyone else?
Anyone else, please?
I'm going to need you to be my ears.
Okay. The person over there, please. Yes, please. تفضل.
What was my inspiration? Again?
Again, please.
What was my inspiration to do all this? It was really quite simple. What I wanted to do was to encourage people, because everybody, especially in today's world, they're always making excuses why they cannot be great. They always say it's the economy or something in politics, or they're not rich enough or they're not smart enough, whatever it may be. People are always making excuses. And I wanted people to know that you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. The biggest obstacle that you will ever have in your life has nothing to do with anybody out there or anything out there. It has everything to do with you. You are your biggest obstacle. And when you learn how to get rid of fear and get out of your own way and realize that you can be the great person that you were meant to be, you will accomplish it. Period. That's it. But you got to be willing to take those steps. Yes.
Hi.
We have another question.
First of all, I'm a very big fan, and you're very.
Thank you. Yes. I can't hear him. If somebody can tell me. That part works.
Hello. Okay.
Don't ever give up. Keep trying. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Come down here and tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. Was there anyone in your life who tried to stop you or went against you or ever brought you down? And if so,
yes.
How did you deal with them?
Okay, yes. My parents did not want me going on this mountain climb. They told me, what are you going to do for work? How are you going to make any money? You know, they were trying to be real practical. And you know what the thing is? There are people that love you, and even though they seem to be coming out and because they care, sometimes you have to realize that you have something that you have to do. And it's their own fear that is having them say these things to try and hold you back. And you have to not only rise above your own fear, but you have to rise above the fear of others. And but anyway, yeah, it would have been my parents. Now that I've done it, yeah, they love me for it. Yeah. So
Any more questions?
Don't ever expect, whenever you're doing great things, don't expect everybody to give you approval on the front end. That is not going to happen. Don't let, if you're going to go off and do great things and you're going to wait for everybody to say, yeah, that's great, we love it, forget it. You'll never get it done. You have to be willing to do it. And then after you do it, then they'll catch up with you. Okay? All right. Is that it?
Hey,
Can we take one more question,
All right. However.
I have a question.
please?
Should I be famous to be successful?
Come again, please.
Should I be famous to be successful?
Do you have to be?
Should you be famous to become successful?
Do you have to be famous to be successful?
Do you have to be famous to
Okay.
be successful?
All right. First of all, that is where this world is really messed up. And that is to think that success has to do with being famous or being rich or being something like that. Success, first of all, is about something that's within you. If you are living a life where you are caring and loving and good to others and you're good to yourself, you know, that is what is important. You got to find out what success means to you. If it means having money, then some days you'll have money, some days you'll have less, some days you'll have more, and your success is going to be a roller coaster. I think what's most important is that you become successful as a person, as a good and caring person. And then let that success within you go out into the rest of the world. And then you will find success everywhere you go, because you are successful within yourself, within your own heart. Okay? All right, good.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I probably need to go because I'm sure they have other people, right?
Okay, if you need one thing,
Huh?
you need to say anything else?
No.
We'll be going
How much
after-
time do we have?
Time's up, but we were
All right,
going for a
time's
break
up.
for 15 minutes or so. So if you need to add
Okay.
anything.
Yeah, well, if we want to take more questions, yes. If we don't have time, I will be out there and they can ask me questions later.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay, let's take another one then.
Okay.
Please.
You just tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, somebody. You go ahead. You want to call? Go ahead. You want to call somebody up here? Somebody yell. Yes. I
So
can't
who's considered to be a role model?
do what?
What was your role model in your life? Is a question for him addressed.
Yeah. Do I have?
Whom do you think is a role model? Who was your role model?
Okay. You know, actually, my role model.
Is that your question? Yeah.
I had a role model, and I encourage everyone. That's a great question. Did I have a role model? I would encourage each and every one of you to find a mentor. Somebody that is older than you are, that is more experienced in life than you are, but is also a very good, kind, loving, caring, and successful person. And have them help teach you what you need to learn as you go through life. The person that I had, she was about this tall. She was about 90 years old. she lived in a desert, and we used to call her Yoda. Star Wars. But she used to give advice to the President of the United States, Elvis Presley. As a matter of fact, one person came to her and said, hey, I have 2 cartoon characters, and one is a duck and one is a mouse. Which one should I use? And she said, well, the mouse, of course. And the person that came to her, that was Walt Disney, and she told him to use Mickey Mouse, and that's how you got to know Mickey Mouse in this world. So get a good mentor, good people that you can trust and you can talk to. Yes. All right.
Hello. I'm Shahad Al-Kaabi from United Arab Emirates. I have a question.
Okay, I can't see you.
I'm here in the middle.
Help.
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah. Okay. My question is, have you ever tried the sport or game that you lost your leg in?
Haven't tried what?
The sport or game that you lost your leg in it?
Have I tried to go back to sports again?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I just do a little bit of the climbing, the mountain climbing, but I do a lot of different sports. I do bicycling, I'll do swimming, I'll do, you know, hiking. I do just about probably more than anybody else. But I also have to develop new legs depending on what type of sport I do. So it's a little harder for me to do it sometimes.
What about water skiing?
What's what?
Water skiing.
I can't understand.
Water skiing?
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking me if I went back to water skiing.
Yeah.
Yes, I did go back to water skiing. Boring. I just don't like it. Yeah. Mountain climbing's a lot more fun.
Okay. Thank you very much for your
thank you.
questions. Thank you very much for your questions. Mr. Todd Houston, thank you for sharing your experience with
please,
us.
I need to ask him a question.
Yes. I like this.
How do you stay away from negative? How do you stay away from negative people who's talking about you?
How do I stay away from the negative people?
How do you deal with negative people surrounded by you?
Okay, here, how do you stay away from negative people? Look at this.
But please, that's the last question we're going to
Whenever you're talking to somebody, there are going to be negative people. There are going to be mean people. There are going to be people that are not nice, that kind of thing. What you do is you do not reflect back to them anger or anything like that. What you do is you see the very best in them. You look at that person and you see them as being a wonderful, beautiful person, okay? And when you do that, then they will start seeing themselves as being a good person. Because see, however it is you see others is also how you see yourself. So if you are willing to see the goodness in other people, it will not only help them, but it also helps you. Because see, this is how love works. It's very, very different than other things in this world. Because whenever you have money, if I have $100 and I give somebody $90, I only have 10. In other words, it's all give and take, give and take. But if you care about people, if you love people, it's sharing. When you give your parents or somebody that you care about, when you give them love, not only do they get love, but you also increase in your love, don't you? Do you not receive love when you give love? And that's the way everybody wins. Because see, the world used to be win-win. Have you ever heard the saying, it's a win-win? That meant it was good for you and it was good for me. You all need to change that. It needs to be different in this world. It needs to be win, win, win. And what that means is it's good for you, it's good for me, and it's good for everyone else too.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Todd.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experience with us here today. نشكركم على تفاعلكم. حضورنا الكرام. فرضت التكنولوجيا المتسارعة في عصرنا هذا تغييرات هائلة في شتى مجالات الحياة، وبات من الضروري مواكبة هذه المتغيرات للاستفادة منها في مجال القراءة والكتابة للتوصل إلى تطبيقات جديدة ترقى بعقول الشباب إلى درجات عالية من الإبداع. يسرنا الآن أن نبدأ الجلسة الثانية مع الكاتب الكويتي يوسف الهاجري، الذي حقق أعلى نسبة مبيعات في العالم العربي من خلال أولى إصداراته ترى الحياة عجيبة، والكاتب الفلسطيني الكندي شاكر خزعل، مؤلف كتاب اعترافات من طفل الحرب، المتحدث المحفز الحائز على لقب أفضل شخصية عربية تحت سن 40. عنوان الجلسة: مكانة الكاتب في عصر التكنولوجيا، وسيتم تسليط الضوء على أهمية القراءة في حياة الشباب وتأثير التكنولوجيا عليها. يدير الجلسة الإعلامي السعودي الذي اختير من قبل اليونسف ليكون سفيراً للنوايا الحسنة للإعلام والإنسانية لعام 2016. فليتفضلوا جميعاً.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. صبحكم الله بالخير جميعاً. احنا في اليوم الثاني لمؤتمر الشباب الدولي. أشوف الحضور ما شاء الله كل يوم عن يوم جالس يزيد. أمس أنا حضرت معكم في هذا الحفل مقدم لمؤتمر الشباب الدولي. اليوم في يومه الثاني ما شاء الله تبارك الله جالس أشوف الأعداد تزيد من الجنسين، من الرجال والنساء. يعطيكم العافية، يعطيكم العافية لثقتكم في شباب البحرين، لثقتكم في سواعد أبناء هذا البلد، للمعطيات التي غرسناها بداخلهم. شكرا لكل من مد يد العون لهذا الجيل. شكرا لكل من حاول أن يعطي جزء من الوقت، جزء من المكان لأبناء هذا الجيل. إن لم نعطهم الثقة لن يكونوا أبناء جيل صاعدين. جلستنا لهذه الفترة وهي الجلسة الثانية بعنوان الكتاب والكاتب أو المحتوى الذي سيكتب من ذهن الكاتب ويترجم على شكل كتاب. هذا افتقدناه في الآونة الأخيرة. أصبح البعض يردد أننا في عصر التكنولوجيا، أصبح البعض يدندن على أن لدينا جهاز ذكي وبإمكاننا أن نختار ما نشاء عبر كبسة زر واحدة. الآن الصراع بين جيل الكتاب وجيل التقنية. أبدأ معكم بسؤال واحد: من لديه كتاب في هذه الجلسة؟ أبغى أشوف اليد أي نعم، هذه الجلسة. أبغى اللي معاه كتاب يرفع يده. 1 2 3 4 5. أبغى أشوف الكتاب. اللي يرفع يده يوريني الكتاب. يلا. 1 2 3. لا، في ناس رافعة ورق يا جماعة الخير، ما يصير. طيب، السؤال الآن: من يحاول أن يقتني الكتب الإلكترونية استعاضة عن الكتب التقليدية؟ من يحب الكتب الإلكترونية، المتجر الإلكتروني، يرفع يده. الأغلبية ماشيين مع التقنية. طيب، سؤالي أنا الآن بعد ما أرحب بضيوفي الكاتب الفلسطيني الكندي شاكر خزعل والكاتب الكويتي المعروف استهل، وأيضا الكاتب الكويتي المعروف يوسف الهاجري. الآن لو تعاملنا مع الكتاب كإرث، وهو إرث لا خلاف في ذلك، لكن الجيل الصاعد أصبح يرى الكتاب أنه حمل أو عبء. من منا يريد أن يسترجع القيمة والإرث للكتاب؟ أبدأ معك شاكر خزعل.
Books are, is my microphone working? Wow. Great. Books are really important right now because we have, it's reading, it's literature, it's educating our nation. We are talking about two kinds of books. We're talking about a book that's printed on paper, and we're talking about a book that's on a phone. I think that the most important thing is the actual activity of reading. And this is where it is important that when we are talking about something that we leave behind, to keep encouraging education and the activity of reading through schools, through our family, through our institutions, these conferences. So I think everyone here and every mother, every father, we have a duty right now. Every school have a duty that we are going through a fast pace through the internet, but we do need to keep reading. That is the most important thing for the book to survive.
طيب الآن السؤال لك يوسف، حسب كلام شاكر الآن أنه لازم إحنا ما نتوقف عن القراءة. القراءة لازم لها أنماط معينة، لها وضعيات معينة، لها نفسيات، بيئات معينة. يعني مثلا أنا بترميني في الصحراء بتقول لي اقرأ، ما راح أقرأ. صح. تعطيني كتاب محتواه ثقيل أو بلغة مكتوبة لا تناسب اللغة اللي متوجه إليها، برضو هذه لن تجد لها قارئين. هل الكاتب الحالي خاصة توجه للشباب، أنت شايف الآن وشاكر شايف غالبية اللي موجودين، مع الاحترام لكل الموجودين في الصف الأول، غالبية الموجودين الآن لدينا كلهم من جيل الشباب، من الذكور ومن الإناث. أنا ككاتب عندما أترجم كل الأفكار، كل العصف الذهني الذي لدي إلى كتاب، ماذا أراعي؟
أبلش أجاوب؟ أول شيء السلام عليكم، مساكم الله بالخير. أنا وايد سعيد اليوم إني أكون بين أهلي وربعي وجماعتي أهل البحرين، ومشكورين وايد على الترحيب الحار اللي بلشت فيه البداية. بالنسبة حق سؤالك علي، بس دقيقة أضبط المايك ثواني بس. هني
كذا
كذي زين. أنا أشوف إن الكتاب هو كتاب، سواء كان على ايباد أو كان على ورق أو كان على تابلت، وهو يظل نفسه كتاب. لكن اللي احنا قاعد نركز عليه وايد وقاعد ننسى الشيء الأهم اللي المفروض احنا نركز عليه، إن احنا وايد قاعد نتكلم عن أهمية القراءة. كل واحد اليوم قاعد هني يدري إن القراءة مهمة، سواء كانت على كتاب، على ايباد، على أي شيء ثاني، هي بالنهاية قراءة مهمة. لكن الشيء الأهم اللي لازم نركز فيه بالنسبة لي إنه هو الحاجة للبحث. احنا متى نقرأ، متى نبتدي نطالع، متى نبتدي نشوف؟ لما نحس إن احنا محتاجين نبحث. كل واحد فينا الحين موجود بالصالة عنده أسئلة كثيرة تدور في داخله، عن نفسه، عن علاقاته، عن دراسته، عن حياته. في اللحظة اللي الإنسان ياخذ السؤال هذا ويبلش يبحث عنه، هني راح يلجأ للقراءة، يلجأ للسؤال، يلجأ لوايد أماكن. فبالنسبة لي القراءة هي مهمة بغض النظر عن الوسيلة اللي قاعد نقرأ فيها، لكن موضوع البحث هو المهم. هو المهم بالنسبة لي، لأن الإنسان لازم يتعلم من هو يبحث، يتعلم من هو إذا صار عنده سؤال معين تجاه نفسه أو تجاه أي شيء موجود حوله، إنه يبلش يبحث عن إجابة عنه. فهذه إجابتي على سؤالك.
طيب أوكي، الآن أنا بشارك الجمهور الكريم بسؤال: إلى أي حد التكنولوجيا أثرت على اقتناء الكتب؟ اللي يقول لنا إيه إنها أثرت سلباً يرفع يده. طيب الآن اللي يرى أن التكنولوجيا أثرت إيجاباً على اقتناء الكتب برضو يرفع يده. طيب وضحت الإجابة، شكراً، يعطيكم العافية. الآن شاكر، التكنولوجيا الحديثة الكل يعلم أنها غزت السوق العالمية، غزتها من ناحية شراء السيارات، شراء المنازل، حجز الفنادق، حجز سيارات الأجرة، شراء الجوالات، التبضع، التسوق، ما إلى ذلك. الكتاب من يريد القراءة الآن أصبح يتوجه إلى البيئة الإلكترونية لتصفح الكتاب. التقنية من وجهة نظرك ككاتب، هل استفدت منها للكتابة أم أنها أثرت سلب؟
Now, I will answer this in Arabic.
Okay.
Yeah. ككاتب من إذا بنرجع ل100 سنة وقبل، كان الكاتب عنده تعب ليوصل للببلشر، كان بدك تتعب، بدك فيها كان حظ أكثر كمان ومين تعرف أكثر ما شو عم تكتب. فعندنا كتاب a lot of amazing writers did not make it to the market because there was no opportunity. Now, every one of you guys can write a book, go to Amazon.com and become a writer and actually have the book available. And that's not something bad. That's actually a great gift that technology gave us. So this is how I started. In my first book, I wrote Confessions of a War Child. I went to so many publishers. As a 22-year-old, everyone was saying, sorry, we're not going to publish your book because you're too young. But then I put it on Amazon, and the whole sales showed publishers that they can come to me, and my phone started ringing. So I always say we shouldn't fight technology. We should work with technology, and we should make sure that we are getting chances from it. So for me, I think that technology as a writer is giving us an opportunity that we need to utilize on, we need to use, we need to turn ourselves from writers to authors using technology, and it's available. How many people have a cell phone here? That's the question. So you see what I mean.
اوكي. طيب السؤال بطريقة ثانية ليوسف. من لديه قدرة مادية لشراء الكتب باستمرار؟ يرفع يده. يعني تقدر تخصص جزء من ميزانيتك الشهرية أو يخصصها لك الوالدين لشراء الكتب. أبغى أشوف الأيادي واضحة. أخاف أجي أفتش منازلكم ما أحصل ولا كتاب. طيب السؤال لك يا يوسف. الآن الكل يعلم بغض النظر عن الأزمة العالمية، بغض النظر عن السوق المالي، بغض النظر عن أي شيء قد يتعرض له الوطن أو العالم بشكل كامل، لكن ميزانية الأسرة احنا شايفين ما شاء الله عندنا من الجنسين. ميزانية الأسرة إذا جينا احنا نحسبها من اقتناء الكتب، البعض الآن صار، أنا أنقل لك ولا أعطيك رأي، صار يعتبر اقتناء الكتب مكلف إذا ما قارناه مثلا بالتصفح عبر المتجر الإلكتروني ولا أمازون ولا whatever. صح. شو رأيك؟
وين السؤال؟
السؤال هل أنت قادر في كتابتك أنك تخلي الامرأة هذيك والرجل هذا يخلون أطفالهم يشترون كتابك؟
إي أقولها وبكل ثقة. شوف علي، علاقتي مع الجمهور اللي موجود هني يمكن اليوم خايف شوي، بس علاقتي معاكم ما كانت هي مجرد كاتب وقراء ملوته وخلاص. أنا عندي ما يقارب 200,000 صديق في السوشيال ميديا، وأتعمد إني أناديهم بالأصدقاء قبل أناديهم بفولورز أو متابعين أو الآخرين. يمكن لحد الحين وأنا صاعد على الستيج جتني الأخت حتى كتبت اسمها عالية وينك؟ عالية القحطاني وينها؟ عالية ارفع ايدك. عالية وينك يا عالية؟ هناك؟ عالية مساك الله بالخير يا عالية قبل لا نبلش البان اللي جتني واعطتني الكتاب مالي وقالت لي يوسف انت ما وقعت لي بك توقع لي. وغير اللي بشوفه مثلا في المعارض، غير اللي اشوفه وانا طالع، غير خصوصا حجم الكتاب صار صغير فالكل يقدر يخليه معاه بجنطته. فلا، الناس لا زالت تبي تشتري الكتاب ولا زالت تبي تحس بقيمة الكتاب وهو على ورق، خصوصا لما يجينا أحد والقاه حاط مارك على الكتاب وحاط بوك مارك على صفحة معينة. مهما قلنا على الآيباد ومهما قلنا على التابلت إنه هو خفيف وزن وأسهل ومن هالكلام هذا، لكن يظل الورق قدسية وللورق هيبة لما تقرأ الكتاب غير عليه. فالناس قاعدة تشتري الكتب، والناس ما احنا ساعات على مطعم أو على بدلة ممكن نقط أضعاف سعر الكتاب وني نوقف عند هالمكان هذا، فتوقع لا، الناس لا زالت قاعدة نشتري الكتاب. واكبر دليل الزحمه اللي قاعد يصير على معارض الكتاب عندنا في الكويت او في البحرين. ما شاء الله قبل يومين شنو صار؟ الكميه عندنا انفذت في فتره قياسيه تبارك الرحمن. فمتى ما القارئ حب الكاتب مستعد يسوي اي شيء عشانه، مستعد يسوي اي شيء عشان انه هو يكون موجود معاه، انه هو يحصل على كتابه. فانا اؤمن ان حتى احنا ساعات لما نلتقي بشخصيه، يعني علي تكفى الموقف اللي صار بيني وبينك بالاسانسير، انا من معجبين علي بشكل مو طبيعي، اتابعك على طول. نزلت اول يوم الفندق وانا وياه،
ترى 6 في الاسانسير فجاه.
انا نازل بجامتي قمه هلاكتي باللبس، نازل وبيدي التليفون وقاعد طقطق اطقطق، فجاه دخل واحد بالاسانسير كاشخ وانا ما ادري، ارفع راسي اقول يا ربي الوي هذا عرفه، عقبها طلع علي. فعلي صدقني الناس لا حبت الشخص ما يكون بينهم كلفه ولا يكون بينهم يعني شيء ثقيل. فاحس ان الناس لا، لو حبت كاتب او حبت كتاب او حتى لو فيلم، لو كان اي حتى اعمال فنان تدفع عشانه، الناس لا زالت تقدر هالامور هذه.
طيب السؤال المهم الان، الله يعطيكم العافيه على المحبه لنا كلنا، لكن انا ابغى الناس تحب الكونتنت نفسه، المحتوى المقدم. سؤال لك الان يا شاكر، ابغى كيف انا اقنع احد بدل ما يجي يشوف انه علي الغفيلي كتب او شاكر خزعل كتب او يوسف الهاجري كتب، ابغى يقرا عنوان الكتاب بغض النظر عن مؤلف الكتاب.
هلا there's both، يعني في الكونتنت تاع الكتاب ضروري and people، يعني ككاتب مثل كانك مهندس او اي شيء، بدك تشتغل على حالك. يعني اول كتاب بتنزله people will have an idea what kind of writer you are and you have to establish your name. Now as for content, usually you read the summary and you read all these things, but in 2016, to be realistic, some people are buying the book for the content, so they like the title. عندنا عربي بالمثل بيقول ما تقرا الكتاب من عنوانه. I'm against this proverb. الناس عم تقرا الكتاب من عنوانه. يعني اصعب حاجه لما تخلص كتاب هو شو العنوان اللي بدك تحط له اياه، شو الغلاف اللي بدك تحطه عليه. So ورا الكتب في ماركتينج، في it's a business يعني. So when there's a business behind it بدك تطلع على كذا فاكتور فيها. وككاتب بدك تشتغل مع الببلشر وبدك تشتغل مع فريق عملك كمان لتقدر نوصل للي انت عم بتقوله، انه يعني كل كومبوننت مهم. اسم الكاتب مهم. انا عندي كاتب باولو كويلو، ان شاء الله نزل كتاب حلو او مش حلو رح اشتريه مثل الشاطر. اذا عندي كتب ثانيه يمكن ما اعرف الكاتب وبشتريه لاشوف اذا الكتاب حلو ولا لا. So it depends. It's components and we have to work on that.
طيب يوسف، الان هل تعتقد أن الشباب العربي يعي أهمية القراءة أو يعطيها دور؟ يعني مثلا الشباب العربي الآن مثلا غالبيتهم، بسألهم برجع لك، شباب من اللي بشكل يومي عنده ساعة أو ساعة ونص مخصصة للجيم، شباب وشابات. أبغى أشوف الأيادي واضحة، ايش فيكم مستحين يا جماعة الخير؟ طيب برافو، في واحد رافع يدينا الثنتين. طيب
هذه ساعتين.
هذه ساعتين. طيب يوسف، هذا السؤال أنا بشتق منه سؤال ثاني، بمعنى إذا أنا أروح للجيم بشكل يومي أو يومين ورا يومين، يومين ورا يومين، إذن أنا عندي نمط يومي فيما يخص صحتي، أو بعضهم ما يهمه الصحة بقد ما يهمه العضلات والشكل الخارجي. طيب أنا كيف أخلي عند متابعيني ككاتب حصة يومية أو شبه يومية بحيث أنه يقرأ مني؟
أوكي، أنا بتكلم بأني عمري 22 سنة وللحين شاب، هذه الفكرة، فكرة المثقف، فكرة إن تعودنا حتى بالأفلام والمسلسلات إن المثقف هو الشخص اللي مدخل داره نلقى إن فيها مكتبات طويلة وكتب كبيرة. احنا لما نيجي نقول حق الشاب، وانت قلت انه هو يروح النادي لانه يبي مثل ما قلت بيلدينج او جسم او غيره. كل شاب عنده حاجات معينه، احنا لما نيجي نجبر الشاب انه والله تعال اقرا كتب، وقط عليه كتب منثره، شيء بالسيره، شيء بالفقه، شيء بالعلم الاجتماع، شيء بالتنميه البشريه، واقول له اقرا اقرا اقرا، ترى يمكن هذا كله محتاج كتاب واحد. المشكله اللي الكل قاعد يطيح فيها انه احنا قاعد نضغط على شباب وايد، والكل قاعد يضغط علينا احنا كشباب انه اقروا اقروا اقروا. في النهايه احنا بنقرا، بس اعطونا الشيء اللي احنا محتاجين نقرا فيه. لا تعطيني كتاب في الاجتماعات تقول لي يلا اقرا فيه، او تعطيني كتاب في الجغرافيا وانا اساسا ما احتاج هذا الكونتنت في حياتي. فاحس الشباب يعرفون قيمه القراءه ويعرفون اهميتها، لكن السوق حاليا او المكتبات والكتب حاليا تخلى من الكتب اللي الشباب محتاجينها في حياتهم، خصوصا إن ترى الدنيا اللي احنا نعيش فيها قبل 20 سنه كانت مختلفه، احتياجاتنا قبل 20 سنه غير عن الحين، فككتاب لازم يبلشون يصعدون لعبتهم اكثر ويشتغلون اكثر من ناحيتهم، يقدمون حق الشباب كونتنت هم محتاجين يقرونه.
حلو حلو. طيب انا بغثكم في الاسئله وراكم. عندي سؤال عن كم عندي كاتب، غير طبعا شاكر ويوسف، كم عندي كاتب في هذه القاعه؟ كاتب او كاتبه يرفعون يدينهم. واحده. ليش مستحيه؟
في زينب.
اثنين.
علي في واحده اسمها زينب.
3 4 ما شاء الله بنزيد الاعداد. 5 6 7. كاتب ولا مو كاتب؟ شلون كذا يعني؟ خاف انك جرايد. طيب حوالي 6 أو 7 عندنا. 8. لحظة، انت توك ما خلصت المدرسة شلون تصير كاتب؟ كاتب والله. تعال بيك، تعال جيبوا لي. ما شاء الله تبارك الله، لا اله الا الله. طيب السؤال اللي انا كنت بسأله ان ما شاء الله عندنا كوكبة من الكتاب سواء على الوطن العربي او على مجتمعنا الخليجي اذا ضيقنا الدائرة. طيب هل الكتابة موهبة من رب العالمين؟ أنا فجأة أبدأ أكتب وأبدأ أتعلم أنماط الكتابة وصيغ الكتابة وطريقة الكتابة وأسلوب الكتابة، أم أنه هو علم زيه زي غيره من العلوم؟ يعني الكاتب هي وظيفة، المهندس يروح يدرس هندسة، الطب يروح يدرس الطب، الإعلام يروح يدرس الإعلام. فيه ناس دخلوا الإعلام ما لهم علاقة بالإعلام، ما شاء الله يشار لهم بالبنان. في أطباء ما لهم علاقة بالطب ويشار لهم بالبنان، والآن ما شاء الله من أفضل الجراحين. أيضا الهندسة، الكاتب لازم يكون موهبة ولا لازم يكون علم ولا الاثنين مع بعض؟
أول شيء لكل اللي قالوا إنه هني كتاب هون، اسمي موجود بالبوكلت، أنا صحافي كمان بجريدة الهافينغتون بوست.
ما شاء الله.
ابعتوا لي كتاباتكم وبمرقها لأشخاص بنيويورك سيتي، إذا حدا عنده شيء حلو ممكن نعمل شيء نحن وياكم بالهافينغتون بوست. وهدية لجميع اللي موجودين هون اليوم على الويب سايت تاعيتي shakerkazal.com، بس اليوم وبكره كتبي اونلاين فور فري لإلكم، so just enjoy it واهلا فيكم. وهي هدية من الشعب الكندي والفلسطيني، فتحية لهم الاثنين. أما
موهبة ولا تعلم ولا الاثنين مع بعض؟
هن اثنين سوا، يعني أول ما تفوت بده يكون عندك موهبة، يعني المطرب لما يفوت بده يكون عنده موهبة ليبلش، بعدين بدك تتعلم كمان إنه بيجيك criticism، نقد، بده الواحد يتعلم عليه وهيك. وفي ناس يعني حسب طبيعة الإنسان، يعني ما في شيء منزل بكيف أنت بتكون بالحياة. إذا بتحب الكتابة بدك كمان تتعلمها، يعني أنا لما بكتابي الأول في حدا بديش أسمي اسمه بعت لي إيميل قال لي كمشت لك مليون غلطة بالكتاب، فرجعت مع الاديتور تاعي وهيك وتعلمت. فموهبة وعلم وبدك تشتغل على الاثنين، يعني الموهبة لحال ما بتكفي والعلم بده موهبة تسكسيد.
صحيح. طيب يوسف، بشاركك في السؤال لكن بطريقة ثانية. لما أحد يجيك يقول لك أنا عندي موهبة أو أنا عندي حلم أو أنا عندي أمل أو تختلف شخصيات الناس، إني أبدأ بالكتابة، شو تقول له؟
في واحدة من البنات موجودة أمس واليوم شفتها اسمها زينب، ما أدري إذا موجودة اليوم ولا لا. زينب موجودة ولا لا؟
زينب ارفع يدك.
زينب إذا موجودة هناك. زينب تعالي.
حرام عليك.
تعالي زينب. تعالي نزل زينب.
أهم شيء المكتب الحفل لا يروح يا يوسف. طيب وش محتويات الكيسة هذه؟
وينها زينب؟ لازم تكون موجودة زينب، تعال. طبعا الكيس مو مني، هي ما اعطتني اياه، بس بقول لكم شنو اللي داخل هذا الكيس.
طيب
طبعا
انا عندي لك حل في الهاند مايك. خليك احس انه عذب. زينب تعالي هنا، تفضلي. خليك ما عليك، انا باخذ راحتي. بعطيه دور الاعلامي شوي ليوسف، خلينا نشوف.
زين لحظة، على خليني اشيل.
اساعدك؟ انتم شو مسوين فيه؟ مفخخينه. احد ياخذه يا شباب؟
السلام عليكم زينب. قاعد استريحي. امس انا جيت لافتتاح المؤتمر هني، وكان من امتع الايام بالنسبه لي، وقابلنا الشيخ ناصر وما قصر معانا كلنا، وشفت الافتتاح امس كان فوق الخيال. وانا طالع جتني الاخت زينب قالت لي يوسف ابي اكلمك في موضوع، وابيها هي تشارككم هذا الموضوع اللي سولفت لي فيه. زينب لا تستحيلي، ماكو احد، كله ربعنا، لا تخافي. صفقوا لها صفقوا لها.
لحظه يوسف سؤال، انت تبغين تطلعين ولا لا؟ بس نبغى نعرف. اكيد عادي؟
لا عادي،
عادي. انت تبغين تطلعين ولا لا؟
عادي.
عادي؟ انت من وين طيب؟
بحرين.
بحرين، من وين في البحرين؟
من مدينة حمد.
زعفية.
شغال؟ ايه.
اوكي.
حرام عم ترجف.
استهتمت فيها والله. لا
كفوا عليها يا جماعة الخير.
بسأل سؤال ابيك تجاوبينه حق كل الناس اللي موجودين. انت شفتي اليوم عندنا تقريبا تو كم واحد عد علي موجودين حلمهم انهم يكتبون، وانا متاكد ان في ناس ثانيين موجودين لكن يستحون انهم يقولون، وكلنا مرينا بهالمرحله هذه. بس انت امس كنتي جريئه وايد، جيتيني وقلتي لي يوسف انا عندي كتاب وابيك تقراه وابيك تشوفه، واليوم جبتي لي جزاك الله خير هديه، ما قصرتي، لكن جبتي لي بروفه الكتاب اللي انت بتكتبينه. ابيك تسولفي لي عن هذا وابيك تشاركين قصتك مع الناس. تفضلي.
كلمة واحدة.
في ناس جايهم ورد بعد. طيب.
كلمة واحدة دفعتني انني اكتب الكتاب كانت to be or not to be، اكون او لا. ليش كتبت؟ لان الانسان في الدنيا اختبار، يا يطلع A يا يطلع F. وانا ما بكون F لان تعودت دائما اني اكون A. لما اطلع A واموت كلنا على هالدرب، بس بكون في بيبل. كانت في وحده موجوده، كانت في وحده سوت، عطت الدنيا، عطت بلدها، عطت امها، عطت ابوها، عطت اخوانها، بس ما طلعت باف، طلعت بايه.
طيب انتم شايفين العنوان؟
ما يبين
بلا عنوان.
فعلا كنت في الدنيا بلا عنوان، وصلت لهاليوم ماني بعنوان، وفخر، والكل يعني ما ادري ابوي امي هم اللي حطوا لي عنوان الكتاب. الكتاب بلا عنوان لان انا كنت بلا عنوان بلا هدف في الدنيا، بعدها طلعت بعنوان وهدف من يوسف.
الله يقويك.
زينب انا وايد فخور فيك، وفخور وايد بالانسان اللي كذي ويطلب الشيء اللي هو يبي، يسال اسئله ويطالب باجاباتها قدام الجمهور كله. انا راح اشرف على كتابك كله، راح اقراه كله، راح نراجعه كله وبنشتغل عليه وبنصممه لين نسلمك الكتاب النهائي وتبلشين توزيع. ان شاء الله يصير بيدكم. سهلين والله، سهلين يا زينب.
الإعلاميين في الغالب يخافون يروح أماكنهم.
نحن بدنا نشتري للكتاب.
طيب ها شفتوا يا جماعة الخير؟ متى يخلص الموضوع إن شاء الله يا يوسف؟
زينب راح تصبر علي لأن أنا أدرس
زينب يوميا دزي له مسجات.
أي اوريدي مبلشة، لا توصيها زيادة.
طيب
إجابتي على
إن شاء الله عقبال ما نحتفل
خلينا ناخذ القضية بعد فشل قدام الناس.
باخذه انا.
خايف عليه.
اجابه سؤالك
ايوه
جاوبت عليها بطريقه غير مباشره. بقول لكم قصه بس هذه اول مره اقولها. يعني لا في العاده نسولفها كذي بين اهلنا بين ربعنا. انا لا زلت اليوم ماني مصدق اللي صار هذا كله. يعني لا قبل يومين كنت في السيتي سنتر. تموتون على السيتي سنتر. كنت موجود هناك في فيرجن ميجا ستور. انصدمت اني اول ما دخلت اللي تبيع هناك ميزتني وانا داخل والله قاعد احوس ادور كتب ادور اشياء لان بالكويت ما عندنا فيرجن سكروه فبس موجود عندكم. وانا اتمشى بين الارفف مرت علي اللي تبيع هناك قالت لي يوسف. قلت لها اي. سلمت بعد السلام قالت لي يوسف كتابك نحطه على الرف. والله كلمتها لليوم اثرت فيه. قالت لي مثل كاش مالي بسرعه ينزل بسرعه يخلص. انا ما سعيت في هذا كله. انا قدمت اللي قدرت عليه وكتبت اللي كتبته. لكن لما اشوف اللي قاعد يصير كله الحين معاي دائما يقول هو شغله اللي صار معي بسبه شيء واحد انا بس سويته. ان انا كنت دائما ادعي الله سبحانه وتعالى ان الله يستعملني. استعملني يا رب استعملني يا رب استعملني. ظليت اردد هالدعوه من وانا ياهل. كنت اخاف اني مثل ما قالت زينب اموت وانا للحين ما حققت شيء ولا سويت شيء بحياتي. غير كذي استعمال الله دائما يكون احلى من لما انت تستعمل نفسك. استعمال الله دائما يكون احلى من لما انت تستعمل نفسك. الله لما يستعملك يعطيك قوه يعطيك فلوس يعطيك صبر يعطيك حتى افعال انت ما كنت تتصور بيوم من الايام انه يعطيك ان انت ممكن تسويها. وهذا اللي انا صار معي. وساعات اخاف انه يعني كل واحد يمر عليه اتوقع هذا الشعور انه ساعات يخاف انه كل شيء حوله او هو يشتغل عليه وتعب عليه يروح بيوم من الايام. لكن ظل ادعي واسال الله سبحانه وتعالى انه يستعملك. يعني كثار اللي يمرون علي يوسف نبي نسوي كذي نبي نسوي كذي او احنا ما احنا عارفين شنو نسوي بحياتنا. طلبوا من الله سبحانه وتعالى انه يستعملكم. بعدها كل شيء صحيح بيدخل بحياتكم وكل شيء انتم كنتوا تظنونه انه ما يناسبكم بتعرفون فعلا اذا هو كان يناسبكم ولا لا. فاجابتي على سؤالك ان الكتابه مو بالضروره تكون تعلم او ان الواحد يدرسها او تكون هي موهبه تكون عندك. ساعات الله سبحانه وتعالى يستعملك ويعطيك الكتابه هذه. لكن ما ننسى طبعا ان التعليم والموهبه والبراكتس على طول يخليك دائما اقوى. يحولك لمرحله انت تكون بروفيشنال في هذا الشيء.
ونعم بالله. طيب قبل كذا يوم قبل 3 أيام طرحت تغريدة عبر تويتر وطلبت من المتابعين أنهم يشاركوني في المنشن. اتفقت أنا والشباب القائمين في الكنترول على استعراض بعض التغريدات. والتغريدات هذه راح نسأل عنها الكاتبين شاكر خزعل ويوسف الهاجري. طيب تراني أنا في التكنولوجيا فعلموني شو اسوي. تعطونا التغريدات يا شباب ولا بتصفحها من تليفوني؟ واحد 2 3 اصلا عارف انكم بتنزلونه. طيب كيف نعيد للكتاب قيمته التي كانت في السابق قبل ظهور وسائل التكنولوجيا التي سهلت الناس الاطلاع؟ هذا اوريدي سالناه يا جماعه الخير.
خلصنا.
نيكست. انا بدي اسال شاكر اذا كان عايش قصه حب واذا هذه القصه وراء كتبه التي تحتوي على قصص حب. ده يا حبيب يا حبيب. طيب أنا هعطيك السؤال بأسلوب ثاني.
أنا ديلي كبار فلما أكذب بيصيروا أحمر لونه. فهلا الله يستر.
طيب أنا بعطيه السؤال بشكل ثاني. الكتابة يدخل فيها الإلهام، يدخل فيها الخوف، يدخل فيها المحبة، يدخل فيها الكره أحيانا. الله يبعدنا وإياكم إن شاء الله عن الكره. تأثير هالأشياء الأنماط على اللغة الكتابية.
أول رح أجاوب السؤال بس أنا بلشت أنا قبل الكتابة ما كنت كاتب. أنا كنت أقدم برنامج بالتلفزيون الكندي.
لا هم ناويين على مكاني.
مش رح أخذ مكاني.
ناويين على مكاني.
اللي صار إنه بسنة 2012 صار في مع صديق لإلي حادث مؤلم توفى فيه.
الله يرحمه.
فكان وقتها 1/7/2012 وكنت كتير متضايق. فليلتها وقت ما صارت الوفاة فتت على الشقة عندي بتورونتو وقررت إنه ما أشوف حدا وبس أكتب. وبلشت وقتها like writing مسيرتي الكتابية. فالكاتب ياخذ من هالشعور إن كان حزن، إن كان فرح جدا، إن كان أي شيء بترجم. بس في شيء لإلي ما بعرف إذا يوسف نفس الشيء ولا غير، إنه أمرار، وهي مسج لكل الحضور اليوم، أمرار البين، الألم والحزن وكل هالأشياء اللي بتأثر فينا يا إما بتجرنا لتحت أو بتخلينا نحن إنه يطلع مننا أشياء كبيرة لما نستخدمها لصالح الفن، لأن الكتابة فن. فالحزن كان له أثر كتير كبير على الكتابة. هل أنا عايش قصة حب؟ مش هلا، خلصنا.
طيب يعني ترى سنجل يا جماعة.
سنجل and ready to mingle.
طيب هل تعتقد تحبون ذا السوالف ها؟ خلاص سووا جلسة ثانية عن الحب والمحبة. هل تعتقد أنه لا يزال الكاتب العربي يعاني قلة القراء ولا يطبع عدد يتجاوز الآلاف من كتابه مقابل الدول الأخرى المتقدمة يحظى كتابه بطباعة الملايين من النسخ؟
هذا سؤال حقي؟
إذا
أوكي تدرون شنو مشكلتنا؟ احنا نقارن نفسنا دائما بالغرب وايد. خلينا نمسك مثلا الكويت كم عددها؟ احنا ككويتيين ما صكينا مليون، او كنا قبل كم سنه كملنا مليون. لما نيجي نقارن اصغر ولايه في امريكا اكيد العدد مالها يتعدى
رينو مثلا.
اكيد. فاحنا مشكلتنا قاعد نقارن الارقام المبيعات مثلا هني السيلز اللي عندنا هني مع السيلز اللي
انت تقصد يوسف انه انا المين تارجت حقي الكويتيين؟
مو كويتيين، لا المنطقه العربيه كلها بشكل عام. احنا نكتب العربي، ففي الغالب يعني دائما يكون التاثير اكثر شيء في المنطقه العربيه مالتنا. لكن سوقهم هناك يختلف عن سوقنا، حتى الافكار اللي عندهم تختلف عن افكارنا.
ايش الاختلافات؟ خلينا نعرفها.
كثيره وايد. يعني مثلا سوقهم هناك لما ينزل الكتاب خلاص يكون هو المسيطر على السوق بشكل مو طبيعي.
اي كتاب جديد؟
في الغالب احنا
لا بعض الكتب والله تتكدس هناك.
لا تمر طبيعي كل الكتب، يعني كل كتاب اكيد يعني يكون عنده الشانسز انه هو يطلع اقل من الثاني، طبيعي هذا الشيء.
أوكي.
لكن احنا مثلا وايد شباب كويتيين مثلا اللي اعرفهم ربعنا هم قاعد ينتجون حق نفسهم من ميزانيتهم الخاصه، هم اللي قاعد يطبعون، هم اللي قاعد يشحنون، يسوون كل شيء حق نفسهم. فمعقول احنا نقارن شاب هو قاعد يسوي ماله خاص على واحد عنده شركه وعنده ببلشر وعنده هذا كله. فعدد الكوبيز ما عمره كان يعني مقياس للنجاح، خصوصا لما احنا نقارن. ما في مجال مقارنه بين سوقنا احنا العربي وسوقهم هم الغربي.
طيب هل برأي الكتاب ان قراءة الكتب تقتصر على صفحات؟ شنو رأيهم في القراءة الإلكترونية؟ هل ستجعل قراءة الكتب الورق تنقرض؟ أنا أعتقد أنه جاوبنا هذا السؤال في بداية الأسئلة. خلينا نشوف غيره. كيف تحافظ على حماس القراء في كل إصدار تصدره ولا تخشى أن يمل الناس تكرار نفس المبدأ 3 مرات؟ جاوب يا حبيب.
جاوب دغري. هلا في ناس رح تمل وفي ناس مش رح تمل.
كل يوم يعني. حب غير.
والله صار لي سنجل ما بعرف قد ايه يعني.
كم عمرك؟
انا 28.
28
يا بس انه
28 جاد. طيب لا السؤال الآن تكرار، يعني مثلا كل يوم أنا هاكل عيش ولا كبسة ولا جريش ولا مرقوق ولا أي أكلة هتداوم عليها وهو أكل تستمتع فيه ويفيد صحتك ويملى المستديرة، هو أكل تمل منه. قيس على كذلك الشرب مثلا، الأماكن نفس الأماكن هتروح لها هتمل منها، البلد إذا سافرت البلد باستمرار كمان هتمل منه. الكتاب نفس المبدأ، الناس إذا أعطيتهم أنت نفس الوجبة ما هتمل بس هتقول إيش الجديد. يعني ممكن أنت تتكلم عن حب بس تغير.
يا هلا دائما التغيير is very important. يعني مش رح تنزل كتاب وترجع تعمل له كوبي بيست وتنزله مرة ثانية وثالثة. في قصة جديدة، في حبكة جديدة، في دايما innovation بدك تفوته بالكاركترز، في شخصيات جديدة. ومثل أي شخص يعني إن كان مثل ما قلت كان نفس الأكل، يعني إما يمكن تعمل أكلة وتزيد عليها سبايس واحد وتصير أطيب اليوم المرة أو تصير غير. فبدك دايما to بدك تفهم يعني الموجودين. أي حدا بيقرأ لك كتابك هو اللي بيخليك إنك تعرف شو تعمل مشان ما يمله. فإذا مليت من كتبة أنا بفرجيك.
طيب خلينا نشوف لك سبب اختيارك للهجة العامية في كتاب. يا ويلك.
لا بالعكس،
صادوا عليها الحب وصادوا عليك اللهجة العامية. ترى بعض الأحيان إذا تكلمنا زي كذا ممكن يفهم إنه هذا كلام عامي.
اي بالضبط. احنا ما قاعد نستعمل اللهجه العاميه البحت الكويتي الثقيل، قاعد نستعمل اللهجه البيضاء. يعني وفي الغالب
اللهجه البيضاء الكويتيه ولا اللهجه البيضاء العربيه؟
اللهجه البيضاء العربيه، يعني حتى من المغرب عندنا ناس تقرا وقاعد يوصل لهم الكتاب وما شاء الله قاعد يخلص عندهم، لان لهجتنا احنا الكويتيه صار قريبه من كل اللهجات. يعني البحرين مثلا لهجتنا احنا وياهم تمشي على طول، يعني بس البحرين الدال والراء ما ينطقونهم، ما ادري وين هالحرفين هذول.
كنا قاعد يحط عليكم يا اهل البحرين.
هالحرفين بس عندهم ما ينطقون، بس الباقي الحمد لله امورنا كلها ماشيه تمام. فاللهجه العربيه بالعكس كانت ما كانت بالنسبه لي يعني شيء.
طيب هي تحس مثلا خلينا في اللهجه هذه لانه انا حبيت السالفه.
اوكي.
لما انا اجي اتوجه لمجتمع معين اكتب له مثلا باللهجه اللي احس اني زي السناره انا قاعد احاول اني اصيدها فيها. حلو. تعتقد انها هي اسلوب يثري الكتاب او مش الكتاب، يثري الجمهور للكاتب نفسه؟ يعني مثلا ممكن لو تكلمت معهم باللغه العربيه فصحى ممكن يقول لك يا عمي انا ما اقبل منك. تخيل انا احكي معاك الان، هل تقرا الكتاب؟
علي تدري ايش المشكله؟ حتى وايد كتاب او وايد ناس يخافون يشتغلون او يسوون شيء بحياتهم لان يحطون في بالهم اول شيء الناس شنو راح يقولون. انا اذكر في اليوم الاول
الناس
في اليوم الاول يهمني الحين اكيد
ايه؟
خصوصا الناس اللي احبهم يهمني اسمع رايهم، ويهمني اذا الكلام يعجبهم ولا لا.
الكاتب اذا جاي يكتب يصير يخاف يتخيل الناس قدامه؟
لا انا عن نفسي لا ما اتخيل الناس، بالعكس اعيش بروحي. لا.
طيب شاكر لما تيجي تكتب تتخيل الناس قدامك؟
اعطوني
كرت اصفر.
اول اصفر
كرت اصفر يعني معناتها
هاي اميره.
بنخلص خلاص ان شاء الله 10 دقائق.
رح اخذ بس ثانيه واحده. I want to thank اميره اللي هي جابت لنا اياكم
ما قصرت.
تحيه لاميره.
تستاهل.
اميره اعطيني كرت ابيض الحين.
بعيط لماما.
طيب السؤال نفس السؤال.
هلا
تتخيل ناس امامك؟
انا كتبي الاولى الثلاثه الناريتر بالكتاب هو شخص ميت. جبت عالم الموت مع عالم الحياه، عم بيحكي لما يفل شو بيصير
قياسا على الشخصيه
بالنسبه لإلي بيصير عندي حاله جنون 4 اشهر 5 اشهر لما اكتب الكتاب الجديد. هلا طلعت منها على كتاب الرابع اللي نازل
ما شاء الله.
بشوف شيء قدامي هو بيصير في حاله غريبه وبيصير في عندي، وهي ثاني مره بقولها، مثل نوع من الاكتئاب بعد ما تخلص الكتابه لانك بتعيش لحظات الكتاب.
تعرفون ليش انا سالتكم السؤالين هذولي؟ انا اكتب في صحيفه الرياض مقال. كتابه المقال طبعا هي انا اعتبرها اقل من كتابه الكتاب، لان الكتاب يحتاج معلومات، يحتاج بحث وتقصي، ممكن تجلس سنه سنتين عشان كتاب واحد. المقال بشكل اسبوعي يا جماعه الخير اكتبه مثلا عن حاله معينه لشخصيات معينه او لبيئه معينه، اروح ادخل جوجل واسوي سيرج عن الصور، اخذ الصور اطبعهم اتخيلهم كذا قدامي. هذه حاله. اهم شيء الرساله اللي احنا بنوصلها، اي وسيله تحاول او تحس انها قد تساعدك على كتابه شيء معين، كتاب ولا مقال ولا حاله معينه، لا تبخل فيها على نفسك واكتم على نفسك، ما حد راح يدري عنك. يعني مثلا الكتابه هذه بالصور انا اعتبرها احد اسراري في كتابه المقال، فما حد راح يحاسبك ايش استخدمت من ادوات، بينما ممكن انت راح تحاسب نفسك ليش ما انجزت، ليش ما عملت، ليش ما فعلت، ليش ما حاولت تطور من نفسك.
في شغله بس بدي اقولها علي دغري.
تفضل.
لما نرجع لقصه الحب، بكتابي الثاني اللي صار معي حاله انه وقعت قصه غرام مع شخصيه وهميه. كان اصعب شيء من بعد ما خلصت الكتاب، لان ما قدرت الاقي ليا بالحياه.
وين ليا يا جماعه الخير؟ وين ليا؟ بعدين لا نطلع من الجلسه الا وفي كاتب عدل. لازم نزوجك اليوم.
يلا.
طيب. اوكي. It's been one of the most Arabs very big.
ترجمة علي.
طيب.
ترجمة.
هل أنت تتخيل أنه مثلا في يوم من الأيام الكتاب راح يطلع على أساس أنه جزء من شخصيتك اللي أنت قاعد تقدمها للناس، هذا ككتاب، جزء من الكتاب اللي احنا قاعدين نشوفه والمتابعين؟
This is another question and سؤالك كان شوي غير.
السؤال جزء منه أنا أبغى أخذ الجزء الآخر. احنا جاوبنا عليه في البداية.
I see. Well, I don't know. It's good.
تعتقد إنه شخصيتك يعني مثلا العندليب جزء من شخصيته تمثيل الحب أو جسد الحب في شخصيته. مثلا عبد الكريم عبد القادر جسد صوت الحزن كغناء مثلا. ككاتب هل تعتقد انه انا ممكن استمر في تجسيد شخصية الحب؟
هلا الحب وغير اشياء، رح اقول شغله انه انا اهلي لاجئين فلسطينيين. انا عشت
طبعا هذه لحظة نوجه فيها رسالة لأهل الأقصى. أنا أهلي لاجئين فلسطينيين. تطلع بكتابي في شخصية لاجئ. برجع أرجع للموضوع، أنا عشت قصة حب فاشلة، وكمان بترجع لكتابي في قصة حب فاشلة جوا. خلص ما بدي. أنا ربيت على حب وطن أنا بعيد عنه اللي هو وطني، فكمان موجود بقصة كتابي، بقصة كتبي. شو بعد فيه؟ اليوم عم نشوف أطفال على شواطئ عم بتموت وهيك، موجودة هالشغلة بكتابي. فالكاتب هو صناعة الأحداث اللي بتصير حواليه في الحياة، والكاتب كمان هو صناعة تربيته، صناعة يمكن اليوم أنا وطالع من هون حدا يحكي معي كلمة تأثر بشخصية هلأ عم بكتب عنها. ف you influence and you get influenced as a writer. طيب الآن بختم مع لأن أعطاني كرت أحمر إنه خلاص لازم ننهي اللقاء.
أميرة.
طيب هذه آخرتها أميرة، رجعوا الصفقة لها. طيب السؤال الختامي الآن. أنا عندي ميزة النسيان شوي. الله سبحانه وتعالى كان يذكر في كتابه الكريم علم الإنسان بالقلم. أبغى تختصر لي 3 نقاط علمك إياها القلم.
Good question. أول شيء القرآن الكريم بلش بإقرأ، وقرأنا كأمي. أول شيء القلم ككاتب علمني إنه عيوني وقلبي يكونوا مفتوحين لأي لحظة بتصير معنا بالحياة. كقارئ القلم علمني إنه اقرأ ما بين الأسطر بالحياة وعلى الأوراق. والقلم كشكل عام علمني إنه ممكن يكون أهم سلاح بيحمله إنسان ليدافع عن وطنه. لأن برجع بعيدة كفلسطيني بحب أركز إنه الألم كان هو سلاحي وكان سلاح العديد من الفلسطينيين، وهذا سلاح شابوبا. بحييه.
well done. يوسف، 3 أشياء علمك إياها القلم.
صعب هالسؤال، أنا عادة أسأل الناس هذا السؤال.
لا هنا
واستعمله بعدين لما أكتبه، بس الحين أوكي. أهم درس صدق تعلمته، وما قدرت أوصل لهذا الدرس إلا لما بلشت أكتب وبلشت أقرأ والباكج هذا كله سويته، هو أن أفهم الدنيا عدل، أن أفهم الدنيا أن في لعبة أكبر من اللي إحنا قاعد نشوفها، دائما في صورة أكبر من الصورة الصغيرة اللي إحنا قاعد نشوفها. أذكرها كلمة أمي مرة بيوم من الأيام، كنت داخل على أمي وأبوي وإحنا قاعد نتغدى، كنت معصب على موضوع معين وصار له فترة معينة طويلة مو راضيين حل، فظليت أتكلم أقول أمي وأبوي مطنشين وقاعد ياكلون وحاقريني، وكل ما سكت أبوي رد قال لي كمل، قلت أنت حاقرني شلون أكمل؟ فظليت أكمل لين طلعت كلي بكبدي. بعد ما خلصت أبوي قال لي كلمة، أمي قالت لي هالكلمة هذه، إن المشكلة كبرها تكبر، زقرها تصغر، هذا واحدة من الكونسبتس اللي أنا فهمتها بالدنيا، إنه عط كل شيء حجمه، حتى الناس عطهم حجمهم الصجي. احنا مشكلتنا ساعات نشتط لما نقابل شخص معين ونعطيه توقعات وايد كبيره، ولما نكتشف ان هذا الشخص ما قدر يحقق هذه التوقعات ننصدم احنا، هو ما يضره شيء بالنهايه. فعط كل ذي حق حقه. بس هذا اول درس. ثاني درس فاميلي كم فيرست. قبل اي شيء بالدنيا العائله، الاسره اهم. بيتك هو اهم من اي شيء ثاني موجود برا. اذا عندك وقت فراغ قضيه مع اهلك اول قبل لا تقضي برا. وثالث درس، ادري اميره قاعد تاشر، حطوا نفسكم بالبدايه. حطوا نفسكم بالبدايه. احنا مشكلتنا ساعات هم لما نحب الاشياء اللي حولنا نحبها اكثر من نفسنا، فنبخس بحق نفسنا. خلوا نفسكم بالبدايه في كل شيء موجود بحياتكم، في دراستكم، في حتى في علاقاتكم. لا ترضون ان تنزلون نفسكم عن مستوى معين فقط عشان انسان معين. لا، انت تكون قبل اي شيء. يعطيكم العافيه. علي، عادي اقول كلمه صغيره. انا ما ادري اذا الحين اقدر بعد الحلقه اقدر اكلمكم ولا لا، بس البحرين انتم شيء وايد كبير بحياتي وشيء وايد غالي علي. انا من اللحظه اللي ادش عندكم لين اطلع ما احس اني مسافر، لان احس اني والله بين اهلي. كلمه صغيره بس بقولها وبختم كلامي فيها. زرت اماكن كثيره حول العالم، حضرت معارض كثيره، لكن الحب اللي القاه عندكم يكملني بشكل مو طبيعي. الله لا يحرمني منكم، مشكورين وايد وايد وايد، ما قصرتوا. يعطيكم العافيه.
والله ما ودي انتهي يا اميره. والله ما ودي.
لا تجوزني.
ما عليك، الحين باخذك برا. طيب، الله يعطيكم الف عافيه. اولا شكرا لكل القائمين على هالمهرجان، شكرا لكل القائمين على فعاليات المؤتمر. دائما في كل مكان هناك جنود مجهولين يعملون بكد، هم الفالنتيرز يا جماعة الخير. أنا أوجه لهم تحية. اللي اشتغلوا خلف كواليس هذا المؤتمر أكثر من اللي احنا قاعدين نشوفهم، ولا هو قصور في اللي موجودين. يعطيكم العافية.
علي بس عندي
طلب. هذه نهاية الجلسة لأنه خلاص.
بس ثواني. أنا من دخلت البحرين وأنا قاعد أصور سيلفي معاكم كلكم، بس اليوم ودي أصور سيلفي مع الجمهور كله، تسمحون؟
بعد الجلسة.
بس الحين ثواني.
خلني أختم.
ثواني علي.
على كل يعطيكم العافية جميعا. أنا ودي إنه نهاية هذه الجلسة نختمها بمقولة: اللهم اجعلنا إن نطقنا في هذه الدنيا أن ننطق فيها بعلم أو أن نصمت فيها بحلم. يعطيكم العافية.
نفتح مجال الأسئلة.
يلا هيا.
بعد السيلفي.
let's do it.
مو طالع إلا اثنين، حرام عليك. فيديو ولا صورة؟ مساعد، وين مساعد؟
Great.
يعطيكم العافية جميعا.
مشكورين. نشكر المتحدث يوسف الهاجري وشاكر خزعل على هذه الجلسة الشيقة، كما نشكر مدير الجلسة علي الغفيلي على إدارته الجيدة والتفاعلية. سيتم الآن عرض نتائج السؤال الاستطلاعي مع الثاني ومريم راشد. رجاء البقاء في مقاعدكم. Please remain seated. Dana and Maryam will be presenting. Dana and Maryam will be presenting the questionnaires results.
عليكم. أنا عضو من لجنة الجودة، راح أعرض عليكم نتائج السؤال الاستطلاعي اللي عرضناه قبل جلسة كود هيوستن.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am one of the organizers in the quality assurance team of the conference. We have asked you a question before starting the first session that was presented by the speaker Todd Houston. The question was, to what extent do you feel that you want to accomplish a successful achievement? Now we are going to present the results that we received after doing this survey.
وطبعا السؤال كان إلى أي مدى تشعر بأنك تريد تحقق إنجازاً؟ وكانت النتائج كالآتي: أكثر نتيجة كانت 60% والجواب كان أرقى وأسعى لذلك. النتيجة الثانية كانت 28% والجواب كان أرقى لكني لا أسعى. والنتيجة الثالثة كانت 9% والجواب كان لم أفكر في الموضوع. والنتيجة الأخيرة طبعا كانت 3% والجواب كان لا أرقى.
The results were as the following. 60% of the attendants voted I want to and I am trying. 28% voted I want to but I am not trying. 9% voted never thought of it, and only 3% voted I don't want to. Thank you for listening.
نشكر دانا ومريم على عرضهم للنتائج. الإيمان بالذات وقدراتها تأتي ضمن أهداف المؤتمر، والتفكير الإيجابي إنما يعتبر وسيلة للارتقاء بقدراتنا إلى أقصى أداء. تنعقد الآن الجلسة الثالثة، ويشرفنا فيها المتحدث العالمي التحفيزي للشباب الذي يتحدث 5 لغات مختلفة ويتميز بطابعه الإيجابي والكوميدي، السيد ديفيد غارسيا. يقدم غارسيا جلسة بعنوان التفكير الإيجابي في إيجاد حلول خلاقة، يوضح فيها كيفية تحويل المشكلة إلى رؤية ناجحة وكيفية التأثير بإيجابية على من حولك وأمام التحديات الصعبة. I now welcome to the stage our international speaker, Mr. David Edward Garcia, to present his paper titled Positive Thinking Towards Better Solutions.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here in Bahrain with you all. It's my very first time here, yes. It's a beautiful place. My name is David Edward Garcia. I travel all over the world. I can do this presentation in English. I can do it in Spanish. Lo puedo hacer en español totalmente sin problema. I lived in Brazil. Eu também falo português. I speak Portuguese. Je peux le faire aussi en français. Pour moi, c'est pas de problème. J'habite en France. Je sais pas s'il y a des gens ici qui parlent en français. I don't know if there's French speakers here. Vous parlez français? Vous êtes d'où en fait? Where are you from? Great. Você é brasileiro? Wow. All my people are here. Wow. I did a course. I did a course on Arabic, on Egyptian Arabic. I don't remember very much. This is what I remember. Let me see if I remember. أنا بفهم عربي. لا. أنا ما بفهمش. أنت أمريكي. إنجليزي. And then it was Egyptian, so they always start off everything with la moaxa. La moaxa, la ustedes. That's all I remember. And then I lived in Italy, so I speak Italian. Anche parlo italiano. Italiano è una lingua bella, mi piace moltissimo. È un grande piacere stare qua con voi questa pomeriggio. Allora, grazie. Thank you. Now, the thing about Italy is that in Italy, people use their words, they use their hands more than actual words. So, like in Italian, are you Italian? Tu sei italiano? In Italy, this means perfect. It's like this, perfetto. That's perfect. And then there's the famous, you're not making any sense. It's like this, hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So boys, like if there's ever like a girl in school you like, you can be like, hey. Girls, and if you don't like them, you can look back and be like, what are you talking about? Now, I go all over the world and I speak to students, and I always find it interesting, like the way boys want to meet girls. It's always like you get nervous, right? Guys, like whenever you want to go up to meet a girl, and there's always pressure on the guys. We're the ones who are supposed to make it happen. Now, I don't know how it works here. There's a lot of pressure, that's right. I don't know how it works here. But when I was growing up, when you wanted to talk to girls, we used to have dances, all right? Do they have school dances here? No? Good, because school dances are awkward. They're awkward. Look, when I was going to school dances, there was always two sections. The girls were over here, and girls have a good time all by themselves. The music's going, and girls are just like, this dance is so much fun. Girls have a fun time by themselves. Guys are different. First of all, there's different kinds of guys. There's the guys who act cool. The guys that the whole time they're just like this, like, what's up? Then there's like the hyper guys, right? The guys that just are everywhere like, hey! There's the hyper guys. But then there was me. I didn't know how to talk to girls, so I would just point and hope that they would come dance with me. So the music was going, right? And I would just be at the dance, and I was like, and girls were like, it would just leave, man. They would all get nervous. So I was like a hyper kid, right? And then, oh, this looks good. Shokra. Thank you. This is amazing. Give me a second. This is good. Okay, so I was that hyper kid, right? And I used to get in trouble. And now I grew up in Texas, okay? And like whatever you guys think about Texas, it's probably like that and worse. And so the principal, I remember I was in trouble, and my 8th grade school director called my mom. And my principal was like, ma'am, David is crazy. David is crazy. And my mom said, no, David's not crazy. The thing with David is he's so smart, and you don't know what to do with him. And then she hung up the phone and said, David, you're crazy. So my mom talked to me, right? And my mom's like, David, I want you to promise me that you're going to go on to university. I never went, David, and I don't regret it because I raised 2 beautiful kids. And I said, no, Mom, just 1 because my sister's not beautiful. And my mom said, I thought the same thing. No, she didn't say that. She didn't have to say it. And so, it's a joke. So I went on and I had problems in school. I wasn't that smart student. But after high school, I finished high school. It was a miracle. And I went, first time in my life, beyond the U.S., beyond Texas, beyond Mexico, and I went to a place called Paris, France. First time in my life. It was beautiful. Never been there. I was 18 years old. And I remember I heard French, right? And I heard other languages. And that's when I realized what I wanted to do with my life. I told the guy that I was with, I said, you know what? Philippe, I'm going to learn this language. I'm going to learn other languages. And I'm going to travel all over the world and help kids who are going through the same challenges that I'm going through. And the dude looked at me and he's like, no. Mr. Garcia, it is impossible for you to learn Francais because, David, you are from the United States. David, maybe somebody from Canada or Great Britain, but never somebody from the United States. And then he had this joke that they have in Europe. He's like, David, I will tell you a French joke. David, if you speak 3 languages, you're trilingual. If you speak 2 languages, you're bilingual. If you speak 1 language, what are you? I said, you're monolingual. He said, no, you are from the United States. They say that in Europe, I promise. So I went back to my neighborhood. Now, I grew up right next to Mexico. My neighborhood is 99% Mexican, like me. And so I told the guys in my neighborhood, I said, guys, I'm going to learn French. I'm going to learn other languages, and I'm going to travel all over the world. And the guys in my neighborhood looked at me, and they all said, Now, for those of you who are not fluent, like in Mexican, this means dream on in Mexican. Whenever somebody says this, it means dream on. For example, you're such a handsome guy. Really? Congratulations, we are so proud to be your parents. Really? This letter says that you are going to the University of Yale. Really? You're going to jail. Oh. So this is how I grew up, right? I was facing these two forces. On the one hand, I wanted to go on to college. I wanted to make my dreams a reality. I wanted success before 30. But on the other hand, I had to face the reality. I was not a good student, right? I failed classes in school. I was having problems. I was that awkward kid. And so I was not that best student. So I had these two forces. On the one hand, I wanted success. I wanted to make it. But on the other hand, I had my own conflicts and challenges. Now, here's the truth. The truth is, I was not a great student. My older sister, I joke about her quite a bit, but my older sister is beautiful. She's brilliant. She's unbelievable. And she finished her college, her university in 4 years, a 4-year program in 4 years, scholarship, paid for, had all kinds of programs and honors. So my dad would brag about my sister. My dad is Mexican, and my dad would walk around just like, this is Elizabeth. We are so proud of Elizabeth. Elizabeth is the golden child. Yes, my Mexican dad became British when he talked about Lizzie. Even the name Elizabeth, her name means gift of God. And this is David. We don't even know what his name means. It probably means God help us. Now, so my parents would brag about my sister. Now, I was a flunky. I failed classes in school. I failed biology. I failed algebra. I failed typing. But the one class I don't know how I failed, I'm 100% Mexican and 100% American. I'm both. And I failed Spanish. I was good at failing. Now, I grew up in the old model. And the old model, when I was growing up, taught this. If in school you fail, if you pass, you're smart. If you fail, you're not smart. So that was a problem for me. Now, the new science, we have so many things that science is teaching us, and the new science is teaching us this. Science today is teaching us that every single one of you, everybody in this room is a genius. So I want you to repeat after me. Say, I am a genius. Oh, you guys got to believe it. All right, let's do this in español. Soy un genio. En français, je suis intelligent. Italian, sono intelligente. All right, how about this one? Ana deke. You're now a genius in 5 languages. Give yourselves a round of applause. So this morning, I woke up. Now listen, just the fact that I got here was miraculous. I was supposed to leave on Thursday. That flight got canceled. I was supposed to leave on Friday. That flight got canceled. I finally left on Saturday. I got here yesterday late. I came here. I slept a few hours. I got here this morning. But I was excited. I was not going to miss this for the world because I knew that I was coming for the first time in my life to Bahrain. And I was coming as a genius to speak to an auditorium filled with geniuses. Students, if you want success before 30, the first thing you've got to do is discover your genius. Every single one of you have something special. Now, the truth is, there's like a lot of stuff I cannot do. I cannot do a lot of things. I don't know how to cook. The last time I tried to cook, I almost blew up my house. I left the gas on for 21 hours. I don't know how to fix stuff. Like if I'm in a car, right, and we get a flat tire, and my friends are like, David, we have a problem. No, you have a problem. I'm going to run home. I'll see you later. I don't know how to cook. I remember my last girlfriend, she used to say, David, I wish you could cook for me. My last boyfriend used to cook for me. I wish you could cook. You got to go back with him then, because I don't know how to cook. Let's call McDonald's or something. I don't know. A lot of things I can't do, but there's a few things that I can do. See, and when you find your genius, you become unstoppable. See, and whenever I travel, people ask me, they say, so what kind of work do you do? I say, I'm a comedian and a speaker. And they say, are you any good? And I say, I'm the best. And I am. Thank you. I'll tell you why. Because in the whole world, there's only one comedian from South Texas who's Mexican, who's American, who speaks the languages that I speak, who studied the master's degree that I've studied, who goes to the countries that I've been, who can walk somewhere and do the presentations the way I do. There's only one. So it's not hard to be the best in the world when you're the only one in the world. But enough about me. Let's talk about every one of you. See, every single one of you is the best. Because there's only one person with your gifts, with your talents, with your background, with your story. You see, and you have the confidence, you should have the confidence to know that you have something. Every man, every woman in this room have something special that nobody else can offer. So when you're looking, the title for the talk today is Positive Thinking Towards Better Solutions. When you're looking for a better solution, the first thing is to know you are a genius and you have something to contribute. If you're working on a team, you realize that team member is important and they have something unique to offer, and that gives you confidence because you realize that you are special and you have something special to offer. So the first thing, students, is find your genius, okay? Now, I have a book that I'm going to make available in a moment. It's going to be 100% free for everybody, and in that book, I give some questions on how you can find your genius. And that's why we're here at the university. We're finding out what makes us special, and we're investing in ourselves. So number one, find your genius. Number two is this: find your story. See, remember this, in life, it's never what happens to you. It's never what happens to you. It's the story that you tell yourself of what happened. See, let's say you failed a class in school. 2 stories. Story number 1, I failed this class. I'm going to fail every class. I'm never going to make it to school. I'm never going to be successful. Or story number 2, all this means is I have to work a little bit harder. I might have to pay for a special tutor. I might have to stay after school and go to the library to make this happen. Let's say that you went through a situation in life that broke your heart. See, 2 stories. Story number 1, that person rejected me, that person didn't love me, my heart is broken, and I'll never find love again. Or story number 2, if I could love the wrong person that much, how much more can I love the right person? See, it's my spiritual belief that even something as painful as rejection can be God's gift to my life, because it removes the people and situations that don't deserve me, and it brings me into the people and situations who do deserve me. 2 stories. And students, you've got to find your story. This is great. I've never had Arabic coffee in my life. It's amazing. I love it. I just want to take it all home. When the guys are walking around with the tray, I'm like, yes, just give it all. Thank you. You see, you've got to find your story. Students, difficult does not mean impossible. People who are successful have what psychology calls a very good explanatory style. You see, and an explanatory style is this: the things that don't break you, the things that don't hurt you, make you stronger. You heard the amazing speakers earlier. You heard these three handsome young men before me, and then you heard Todd Huston before them, and the stories are unbelievable, how pain catapulted them into power. You see, students, passion is this. Passion is when you can confront your painful situation and you drive and push past the pain. Because on the other side of pain is great power. On the other side of a business that seemed to fail is a successful business. On the other side of failing a class in school is getting that college diploma. See, it's my belief that bad things and negative things do not happen to me. They happen for me. They happen to help me. See, and you might not even know, but people who have been negative, people who have been hateful all along, you see, when you're positive and you find your story, you realize how even the people who were mean and hateful ended up helping you. They didn't even know that they were helping you. I look back at my life and I'm thankful for the things I had to endure, because it was those painful moments that have given me some of my best comedy material. Nobody here is ever stuck. If you're walking around saying, I'm so stuck, if you're walking around saying, I'm lost, nobody here is lost. You just have to find a new way. So you've got to find your story. Your brain is so powerful. Let me show you how your brain works. Your brain works like a radar. Your brain is always scanning. Your brain is so powerful, so strong. Your brain is always scanning. And your brain is scanning for something called congruency. What congruency means is your beliefs matching up with your reality. So, let me look back at this flight that I missed. Now, if I would have been negative when I missed that flight on Thursday, I would have said, I missed this flight, it wasn't meant to be. I would have stayed stuck in Texas, stayed stuck in the US. But my brain said, you're supposed to be there, David. You got to get to the University of Bahrain. So I started scanning. What other flights can we do? I was on the phone with the organizers of this event. What else can we do? We found a Friday flight. I got to the airport on Friday, and then that flight was canceled. So I started scanning. What else can we do? What can we do on Saturday? And then we found a Saturday flight. Then I got here, and my luggage is still in Abu Dhabi. I'm scanning. How am I going to get my bag? How am I going to get my luggage? See, because positivity is not magic, right? This is not Aladdin. You can't rub a genie's belly and then bam, something nice is going to appear. I wish I had a Mercedes, and you're going to go outside, bam. No, it doesn't work that way. But the way the brain works is when you're looking for positivity, your brain's going to find a way to make it happen. All right, so positivity for better solutions. Number 2, find your story. Last thing is this. Let's see if you remember. Number 1, you've got to find your genius. Number 2, you've got to find your great. Number 3, find your team. Find men and women around you who are positive. People who believe. People who believe in your dream. People that say, I got your back. People that say you're special and I'm here to help you. Don't get around people who are always putting you down. People that say, you can't make it, you're not good enough. Just say, thank you very much, but I'm looking for my team. I'm looking for guys and girls who are gonna tell me, you got this. I'm looking for guys and girls who say, we're gonna go to university. We're gonna start this business. We're gonna be successful. And then after you reach success, you're gonna go back and you're gonna help people who didn't have the opportunity that you had. You're gonna go back to your neighborhood. You're gonna go back to your younger brothers, your younger sisters, your younger cousins, and you're gonna say, look, guys, I found the way, and I came here to help bring you with me. I didn't want to climb to the mountain alone. I wanted to bring you up with me. And as you do that, as you continue giving love and giving generosity and giving kindness, you can let success and positivity spread, and it spreads and it contaminates effectively, very positively. It's contagious, and it contaminates and gets contagious to others, and you see this thing build. Every single one of you, you have the potential. Find your team. Find people who believe in you, and you go back and you believe in others. Listen, I have so much more to say, but when you don't stop believing, when you continue to go and pursue your education, pursue love, pursue goodness, pursue kindness, you're gonna get there. Every single one of us have a different journey. I wish I could tell you in 5 years, in 10 years, I wish I could tell you how it's gonna happen. I don't know. Every one of our journeys is different. But I can tell you this: when you continue to believe, when you continue to love, when you continue to give to others, man, good things happen. And success is not something that's elusive. Success is for everybody. Somebody asked earlier, do you have to be famous to be successful? Absolutely not. Success is doing what you love with the people that you love, living, loving, giving, laughing. When you have obtained that, and I believe many of you have already obtained that now, you are the richest person on this earth. And as you continue to give it, that success grows. And I didn't come here to tell you how to be successful in the future. We're looking at how to be successful now. And that success will compound and only grow in the future. I came here to speak to a group of young men and young women. And if I had the time, I would look at every single one of you, eye to eye, face to face, and I'd tell you that you're special. I'd tell you that you're valuable. Man, I tell you that I had to cross all over the U.S. It took me 4 days to get here. And I came here just to tell you how important and special you are. And was it worth it? Absolutely. I wish I had time to shake all your hands. I don't know if you shake hands or give you a high five. Whatever you all do, I do it. I don't know what you do, but I do it. Just to let you know how much of an honor it is. And you know what? I also want to tell you how fortunate you are. I know this has been put on by your government. I don't know. I travel all over the world. I don't know of any other government in the whole planet who brings students into an auditorium at the university for success under 30. I don't know if you understand how privileged and how fortunate you are here in Bahrain. You're very fortunate. Students, let me close with this, and you guys are amazing. Again, I don't know if you hug, so I'm just going to hug all of you right now. There's my David hug for everybody. That's what we do where I come from. Let me close off with this last thing, students. Let me finish the story. Students, good things do happen. Success does happen. You know, I was put down. I was told I couldn't make it. But you are the one, I am the one who can determine that story. Students, I went back to Europe just a few years ago to the largest French-speaking conference in Switzerland, and they asked me to give 2 out of 4 of the main speeches, and the national media was there, the national press was there, and I took that joke that they told me years ago and I flipped it. See, when you find your genius, when you find your story and you find your team, the things where you were weak become your strength. The things that seemed impossible become possible. And the things where people used to laugh at you and make fun of you become the new standing ground where you can stand on. I took that joke and I stood on it and I flipped it. I took the mic and I said, if you speak 3 languages, you're trilingual. If you speak 2 languages, you're bilingual. But if you speak 5 languages, you're David Edward Garcia. Thank you. And that's what you're going to do. Your weakness is going to become your strength. Your impossibility is going to become your possibility. And every single one of you has the potential to go to the stop. Nothing can stop you. You got this. I came here to be your coach and tell you success before 30 belongs to every one of you. It makes me laugh because when I was a kid, I used to get punished. Now they fly me all over the world. I used to get punished for my jokes, stories. The principal said, stop it. Now they fly me all over the world. When I was in school, principals used to suspend me from school. Now they want to take selfies with me. And students, I want to leave you with this last thing. Every one of you is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Students, let me leave you all with this. Okay, I want to give every single one of you my book for free. Everybody. My book has these stories, more stories. My book has key points on how you can find your genius. It's free for you. I couldn't bring it to you because I didn't even get my luggage here. My luggage is still in Abu Dhabi. I got to figure that out. But what you can do is you can go to my website, okay? I have a website where you put in your information, click the button, bam, book is sent to you automatically free. My friends make fun of me. They say, you should sell it. I'll sell the second one. The first one I want to give because I believe as I give, I'll receive later. So here's my website. Are you ready? It's United Stats. STATS. UnitedStats.org. Not United States. If you go to a website and you see a picture of Obama, wrong one. United Stats, United STATS.org. Put in your name, put in your information. People say, David, do you have an Instagram? Do you have a YouTube? Do you have a Facebook? Yes, just look me up, David Edward Garcia. You'll find my picture there, I'm there. United Stats. Students, you all have been amazing. I think that this experience will stay with me for the rest of my life. It's my first time in Bahrain. I hope I get to come back one day. From the bottom of my heart, I love you. Habibi, Khari, and sisters, Habibi. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But stay there because I think we have questions. Do we have or no questions?
Some questions?
Yeah, so please stay there. Don't start moving. You're hurting my feelings. Don't stop.
Question, please.
Question, yes. Yes.
Well, actually, it's not a question. As myself, I was a part of the youth programs earlier. I think before you start your genius, you should have a dream. If your dream doesn't scare you, that means it's not big enough. Yes. So all of you here have a dream and start, if you don't have it, start to think about it. What you want to be, what you want to be in the future. Believe in yourself. You are a genius and you can do it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'll let you field it.
The
yes.
one at the back?
You gotta shout, Chica. You gotta shout it out. What inspired me to what? I'm sorry? What inspired me to become the person I am? What's up, y'all? Hey, hey, hey. I don't want people in the corner. What inspired me to become the person you are? Very good question. What is your name, please? What is your name? Hala. Thank you, Hala. Very good question. Let's give Hala a big round of applause. Great question, Hala. Yeah. All right. So what inspired me? Very good question, Hala. Number one is my faith. I'm a very religious person. I have a lot of faith. And part of my faith is that every single one of us have the imprint of God Almighty on our lives. So I believe, I heard somebody say one time that what you have, who you are, is God's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift back to God. So my very first thing is my faith. I want to be everything I can because I believe that my life is an expression of God's greatness. I believe all of our lives are. That's my belief. I don't know. I guess everyone believes different, but that's my belief. So number one is my faith. I want to be good and I want to be my best. So the very first thing, number one, is my faith and my inspiration towards God. And then beyond that, number two, Hala, is as I travel, I meet like really cool people like you and you and every one of you. And so I feel like it's my duty to give my best to every single one because I feel like you guys deserve my best and I deserve my best. So number one, God. Number two, people. Thank you very much, Hala. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Garcia, but please remain on stage. I'd like to call to the stage Ms. Iman Faisal Janahi, Director of Youth Affairs, to present a token of appreciation to Mr. David Edward Garcia. Thank you, Mr. Garcia, for such an interesting motivational show.
Okay.
It's okay. والآن يسرنا أن نعلن عن انتهاء جلسات اليوم الأول لمؤتمر الشباب الدولي. نشكر لكم حضوركم أيها السيدات والسادة، ونأمل أن تكونوا قد استفدتم من جلسات اليوم، ونحن نتطلع إلى رؤيتكم غداً لمواصلة بقية جدول أعمال المؤتمر. This wraps up the first day of the International Youth Conference. We hope you have found today's sessions valuable. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.